What do you do when you want a Barolo or a Barbaresco and you're looking at things and you're like, it's too expensive, or oh no, that's too young. I don't know what to do. I'm going to tell you what you do. You get in some Langhe Nebbiolos. And I'm a big fan of just this overall category because, look, we know how much I love Barolo. We know how much I love Italian wines, but you can't always reach for the stars. Sometimes you need to keep it a little real, keep it calm down, but you still want something delicious. And that's what I am exactly here for. So for our first wine, Cecilia Monte, 2020, Langhe Nebbiolos, Hadi Monte. Now, Cecilia Monte is a producer I've only just started getting familiar with. Really pretty wines, a lot of elegance coming from Barbaresco. So they hit these like sort of upper register perfumey things that I'm a big fan of. Haven't had this. I've had their Barbaresco, so this is my first time with their Langhe Nebbiolos. Let's give it a try. Eat that classic. Whew. We're off to a great start. I love it when these videos happen and we're just firing right away. This is so perfumed. A lot of strawberry, a lot of red cherry, this heady spice, violets and flowers with like a bit of minerality. Um, Again, Langhe Nebbiolos. So these are usually either younger vines or from vines that wouldn't necessarily be made a full-on Barbaresco, right? These are DOC wines, and but this is delivering so beautifully already on the nose, and I cannot wait to taste it on the palate. We're firing off from the get-go. So 2020, really lovely, sunny vintage that's made a lot of very friendly wines. This is kicking. This is producing. I'm a fan. We're here to drink something that gives off all the vibes, but without spending it. And this is absolutely doing that. So the second wine, this is one I've never had before. This is actually made in amphora. Now, if you're not familiar with amphora, this is kind of one of these all the rage things. They're these big clay, uh, basically fermentation pots. Very traditional, harkening back to a day that long before all of us were alive. Uh, but something that also doesn't give off any oak imprint, right? Ronchi di Giancarlo Ronchi. I can pronounce Italian wines better than this, but this is what's happened. We're going with it. I can smell this from here. Um, Love it when that happens. Look, Nebbiolo is an aromatic grape. You want it to be aromatic, and when you can smell it from this far away, you know it's about to happen. Absolute perfume. So much perfume. So much cherry and strawberry with herbs and tar. Very pure. That's the best way to put this. It's just pure. Um, I'm a fan. I cannot wait to taste this. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, so North Berkeley Imports brings this in. I would be on the lookout for this if I were you. This is delivering. This is just delivering. Tans are really silky, really pure. Again, you're not getting the depth of a Barolo or a Barbaresco, but you're getting it almost there. And when you're spending 28 bucks, I have spent a lot more for a lot worse. Like a lot worse. This is awesome. I am a fan. I'm a big fan. So our third wine is coming from a wonderful Barolo producer. So this is one of these things when I was putting this together is like, how do you get almost Barolo? Well, you go to Barolo producers, and we're going to one of the best. We're going to a great producer in Azelia. Uh, they're a producer that they're located in Serralunga, so in the southern portions of Barolo. That's an area where you get more stern, a little more grip on the tannins, more robustness to the wines. But Azelia makes some really elegant Barolo, wonderful wines. This is my first time with the Nebbiolo. I'm really looking forward to this, and I cannot wait to try. So this is really pretty on the nose, but with a robust, like with some heft to it and some stature. That's the best word. Yeah, that's the word I would really want to use is stature. Dark red cherries, more of the raspberry. There's more base notes to this than there are treble, but very heady, very perfumed. And I love this sort of like fresh rain uh, flavor that to me it's something that I just associate with great Nebbiolo. It comes through from time to time, and I think that's what's happening here. Cannot wait to try this. So you know how I said if you want like almost Barolo, let's go with Langhe Nebbiolos at the beginning of this video. Uh-huh. That's what's happening right here. um, these are some strong, not stiff, but like these are some forceful tannins that are letting you know that they have some presence, and there is that power behind it. But there's a lot of elegance. This is something that probably could use a couple of years to sort itself out. This has some heft, and this has some power, but definitely worthwhile. Azelia is absolutely a fantastic producer, really one to look out for. Now, Wine 4 is from a producer that I'm getting familiar with myself. I've had their wines before, so now it's time to have the Langhe Nebbiolos. Let's get right into it. This isn't given too much. Like, there's some really nice strawberry and crushed rock flinty notes with a bit of rose petals. It's just, it's, it's just not giving up too much, unfortunately. But we're going to give this a taste because that's what I'm here for. Yeah, so that closed up shop that was going on in the nose is definitely going on in the palate. Maybe with like with a little cinnamon note. Happens. Hey, I've had some really good Mussos in the past, and I would be fairly confident that when I get back to this hours from now, it's probably going to be really good. But unfortunately, just isn't kicking at the level that I would really want it to. What can you do? So wine number 5. This is one I'm really excited to try. So this is from an up and coming producer, Lalu. Uh, I think it's two sisters. I think so, or at least like two friends. Um, Either way, they've been getting a lot of hype on Instagram and just in some of the in the know places. This is my first time with them. I'm going to be opening up a 2020 for a future video that you guys are going to be catching, but I'm looking forward to this. 22, a tougher vintage. So we're going to find out how good of winemakers they are because usually, if you can make a good wine in a tough vintage, then it means you're probably pretty good. Let's find out. Super perfumed. Holy cow. It's just like heady, upper register. Really getting right into those nostrils for you. Elegant, poised, refined. Really, really lovely. Really, really lovely. A lot of strawberry, a lot of red cherry, just pure, bright, and elegant, with a really heavy dose of florals. Let's give this a taste. So this is one of the more expensive wines on the bunch. I think I got for like 40 something. That's really pretty. Like really pretty. Um, Refined and silky on the palate. The tannins aren't too much. The acidity isn't too much. Everything's really well balanced. I'm a fan. I mean, if this is what they're doing in what's regarded as a tougher vintage, uh, there's that's letting you know they're probably doing something really good. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Now for our final wine, and I purposely put this as the final wine because I'm a big fan of Sottimano. What they've really done is just focus on quality and focus on vineyard quality because some really excellent wines. I haven't had the Langhe Nebbiolos, but 22 again, slightly tough vintage. But we're about to find out what they're really about. I can't wait to get right into it. So that's the stuff. Um, Really complex. Especially for a Langhe Nebbiolos, this is bringing a ton, a ton. Got the sort of sour cherry raspberry, like nice like cinnamon spices that I'm really digging. Love it when a Nebbiolo brings that. A bit of leather, tar, herbs, a lot of violets, a lot of rose petals. This is delivering what I want out of Langhe Nebbiolos. Just on the nose, super pretty. I cannot wait to try this. That delivered. That totally delivered. Yeah, it's kicking. It's kicking. Really elegant and poised. Uh, for me, it's always mouthfeel that separates the great winemakers from the not. Quite frankly, I'm not going to say you can fake a nose. I don't know enough about winemaking to really determine that, but definitely can't fake these mouthfeels. Like this is care. This is so much care that's been put into this, and um, this is just really sexy stuff. Really, if you're looking for something special, but you don't want to spring up for like straight up Barolo, this is well worth it. Yeah, from today's lineup, these would be the two: the Giancarlo Roca and the Sottimano. These would be the ones I would reach for without question. The Azelia, that needs some age, but that is it. That's our Langhe Nebbiolos tasting today. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Are you a fan of Langhe Nebbiolos? And do you drink Langhe Nebbiolos? Sure, let me know down in the comments. Be sure to hit that like button. Absolutely be sure to hit that subscribe button. And I cannot wait to see you guys on the next one. Cheers.